Each guard has its own advantage. And in this video, I'm going to show what's the biggest mistake, in my opinion, that people do in double sleeve is they just throw away the best thing that they have, okay? So the biggest advantage in double sleeve is I'm grabbing both sleeves, okay? So starting from the position, so this is just the standard double sleeve. I'm going to get a lasso, leg past body, and I'm going to control his hands here near my belt, okay? So what's the big advantage of the double sleeve here? It's not my lasso, it's not leg past body, it's not the spider hook, it's my grips, okay? So I have double sleeve, I can control what he grabs and what he doesn't grab, okay? So this is the biggest advantage that I have. That's why double sleeve is so hard to pass, okay? And I have to know this in order for me to know what I want to do and what do I have to do, okay? So what's the biggest mistake that I see people do here is I see people just worrying about the legs and not really about the grips. So they let the top guy starts getting the pants, okay? So I cannot let him grab my pants, because if he does, what happens? If he tries to grab my thigh, then he will try to go up and up until he gets my shin, okay? So now he's controlling the grip, okay? What happens from here usually is he's going to throw in a Toriando. So he throws a Toriando, which is fine, which I can defend. I still have a lasso, I still have a grip, and I can frame, there's no problem. But this is where the mistake starts. Look at what happened. I had to let go of the sleeve to start framing, okay? And now he can start going to the other way. And this is easy to defend too. I just have to let go of the lasso to frame his hip. Now he starts to go back. Now what happened in all of this, he didn't pass my guard, but he broke my grip and he broke my lasso, okay? So people just think that, okay, he went for a Toriando, and the mistake is here by defending Toriando. The mistake was in the beginning when you let him grab your leg, okay? So the most important thing in double sleeve is I cannot let him grab my pants. So when he starts getting, I always have to keep it near my hip. What happens here is if he starts going to one side, I can easily block it. If he starts going to the other side, I can follow, or I can even take the lasso and throw the lasso back in. If he drives in, I can push the hip to maintain the distance. And if he tries to walk away from me, I'm going to walk with my shoulders once again to maintain the distance, okay? So I always want him in this position. If I don't let him grab my pants or start to loop out, there's no way he's going to pass my guard. He can run around, he can jump, he can do whatever he wants, he's not passing my guard, okay? So that's the biggest mistake. People just think about the legs and not about the grips. If you control the grips, you can stop and think, you can breathe, and you can see what he's giving you and start attacking. But if I'm worrying that he's going to attack and I have to worry about attacking and defending the passes, it'll be way harder for me to think what I will do next, okay? It will be way easier for him to start attacking, okay? So number one is I have to control this. I have to control the sleeves always, okay? Step number two is that I see people having a hard time with is when the opponent goes back, okay? So when he walks back, I cannot let him do this. Why? Because controlling the grips is kind of like a rope game, okay? If he extends my arm, now I have no power in my grip, okay? Now he's winning. Now he can easily start grabbing my pants, and same thing with the other one, okay? So now I lost control of my grips. And if you look at the position, I'm still in double sleeve, but it's not even close to here. So here I'm controlling completely. Here, I'm not controlling at all. He's going to throw in some Toriandos and I'll have to frame, and I swapped from controlling the position to playing defensive. Okay, and he can pass my guard, and even if he doesn't pass, I'm going to get tired and I'm already defending. Okay, so that's a very, very common mistake, thinking about, okay, I got the grip, so I'm in double sleeve. So this is all the same. It's not the same, because I'm still gripping, but I'm not controlling the grips. He is. Here, I am controlling the grips. So don't think it's the same thing, because it's not, okay? That's very, very important to understand. And what should I do if he starts walking back is I always want to keep my elbows on my ribs. Here, if he wants to loop his hand out, he's going to have a hard time doing. But if he walks back, and he extends my arms first, and now it's really easy for him to walk back. So I always want to maintain the distance how it is right now. So if he starts walking back, I have to get close to him. So I'm going to work with my shoulders, okay, and my hip. I'm going to go one side to the other side, keeping my elbows to my ribs, and I'm going to follow. Let's switch the angle a little bit. So if he starts walking back in this direction, I'm always going to follow. If he pushes in, I'm going to push back. If he walks to one side, I can block. The other side, I can follow too. Once I control him this much, now I can feel safe, I can breathe, and now I can see, okay, what is he giving me? Oh, he's giving me the arriba. Okay, perfect. Now I think he's giving me the triangle. I can attack triangle, okay? So now it depends on what your game is. This is so important because double sleeve is a position that you don't have to attack from there, okay? But it's a great position because you can get to anywhere, almost anywhere, any guard, okay? So for example, if I'm a Del Rio player, but he's only giving me like the sleeves and playing legs back, I can just grip, control. Now I know how to control, and I see, and I'm starting to work towards the leg, and now I'm in my favorite guard. But I could only do this because I knew how to control from double sleeve. Okay, so if you just understand this simple grip fight, because double sleeve is basically a small, a big grip fight. If you win that grip fight, you'll be in control. No one will be able to pass your guard from there, and then you'll be able to attack or switch to a guard, which is your own game. I hope it helped you guys.